Today on Ballisticbbq, I'm going to be cooking up the Guatemalan hot dog known as Shukos on the Sunterra Pro Series Argentine grill. Let's get going. So the Shukos started out in Guatemala as street food, still very much street food. The word Shukos is Guatemalan Spanish. It's kind of a slang term for the dirty one. And many believe it's because it is street food and there's really not a whole lot of food handling guidelines being followed. Others think it's just because there's so much going on this sandwich. And it is actually the national sandwich of Guatemala. And they call it a hot dog. I'm going to call it a hot dog, and I'm going to ask you, what are your thoughts? Is it a hot dog? Is it not a hot dog? In any case, let's get going. So as I said, I'm using that Argentine grill. I have the laser cut grates on this side and then the V grates on this side. Little less temperature going on here. This is going to be sort of a management area. So as I start cutting the meats into smaller pieces, I'll be placing over here. And the main cook is going to be on the V grates. So some pork chorizo, some Portuguese linguiça, 2 American hot dogs. These are beef franks, some salami, some beef. This is thinly cut chuck. Then this is pork shoulder bacon. On the beef, I'm laying down some chimichurri. And a little trivia for you behind the scenes. I already shot this video yesterday, everything turned out beautiful. The weather was a lot nicer. Right now I'm racing against a really bad storm that's just starting to hit us right now. I mean, I'm actually getting wet. But I had a catastrophe with my audio, so I made the decision to scrap that edit because, again, the audio was horrible, and reshoot it. So this is my Saturday morning. Luckily the weather's crappy, so I probably wasn't going to go out and do anything anyway. But anyway, kind of sucks. The meat is so thin, I'm just going to, I'm keeping it moving. And again, that chimichurri smells really good right now. But I'm not really looking for that crazy dark brown that you'd get on a nice steak. I don't want these to dry out and turn into like a jerky. Now you'll see me when I'm building this dog. The main thing that really kind of is what made this so popular in Guatemala is they're using a guacamole on there, and it's a very simple guacamole. It's basically just mashed avocado with a little salt, pepper, and lime, a pretty decent amount of lime juice. Then there's also a cabbage on there, and what they do is they'll boil the cabbage with some salt in the water as seasoning. And then also, a lot of people do, and this is what I did, I took an onion, cut it in half, didn't slice or anything, and threw that in the water as well as seasoning. But the onion gets thrown away at the end. It's not part of the blend. Okay, so I'm happy with this meat here. It looks really good. And again, I just don't want it to dry out. I'll put it over here on the laser cuts. Just kind of let it, like I said, it's still hot here. As you can hear, it's sizzling. And I'm going to raise this. Take this linguiça off. Yeah, I'm underneath just a deck, like a wooden deck, so there's gaps in the wood. And although there is a cover over the deck, the rain is kind of being forced inside the deck and dripping on me. It's not a fun way to cook. I'm going to butterfly the linguiça. Now that chorizo. Get the salami off. Now we're moving on to the next step. We're almost done. Got a beautiful French roll right here. That chimichurri, I'm going to paint the outside with it. Inside. All right, let's get this onto the other side. So first things first, we're going to lay down some guacamole. This is what makes the Shukos the Shukos. We're doing both sides. I'm going to lay down some of that carne, some of that beef chuck, grilled with that chimichurri, and some of that linguiça. Chorizo. Those hot dogs. That pork shoulder bacon. That grilled salami, which smells amazing. Now we're going to lay down that cabbage again, boiled 5 minutes, water seasoned with salt, and a half of an onion in there to add seasoning as well. Some finely minced onions with cilantro. Now some mayo. Some mustard. Uh-oh. Some ketchup. And I'm gonna go with some hot sauce. I like this stuff. It's Valentina. I just get it at my local Mercado and it's good. And there we have it. I'm going to pack this up. I'll meet you guys up top. We're gonna try this thing out. It's amazing, I can tell you that already. And here we are, Shukos taste test, take 2. A little wetter than it was yesterday, but I'm under some shelter now, so I am not complaining. Anyway, here is that beautiful, beautiful sandwich. I think it's a hot dog because Guatemala thinks it's a hot dog. It has hot dog on it. And think about it. I mean, when you look at the evolution of the American hot dog, it started out literally just a hot dog that you held in your hand, to bread, to a bun. And then the Greeks and other immigrants came in. They were throwing chili and coleslaw on it. If we can call that a hot dog still, I think we can call this a hot dog, albeit this is a monster. And one of the restaurants that serves up the Shukos in Guatemala is called El Chino. They started out as a stand, and this is one of the ways they sell this sandwich. And this is meant for multiple people to eat. And there are a few places that do this as well, just these long, long sandwiches that you cut up. That's what I'm gonna do right now. Here we go. And I can tell you, this is going to be messy. Here we are. So get this organize a little bit. First thing you notice, and I'm speaking from experience from yesterday, is the chimichurri smell. That kind of baked on chimichurri on the bun, raising up to your face, and you're smelling that right off the bat. The guacamole is just so, creamy, and you're getting double the amount that you normally would on tacos or what have you. So many textures. You're getting, the snappiness of a lot of the sausages, the carne and the bacon, the crisp salami. The onion is really playing a nice crunchy role in this because there is so much softness with that. The guacamole, it needs some crunch. The cabbage is surprisingly good. It's a nice addition to this. And I don't want to say the word hidden, but you're eating this and then all of a sudden you'll get that real familiar hot dog flavor in your mouth, which, like I said, is just a really good sandwich. That mustard, ketchup, and mayo mixed together with the hot sauce, you don't really isolate any of those condiments on there. It turns into a sauce. Then again, all that guacamole, it's just, it's not like you're tasting ketchup, It's, it's really good. Wow. This is one of those, I'm so grateful for the suggestions because I had never heard of this before. It's funny now on my YouTube feed, all I'm getting suggested are these it's all in Spanish, but it's just an amazing sandwich. And again, it's their national sandwich, which I think it makes it that much more special. I mean, this means something to those people. When you look at it, there's a lot going on here. And as a street food, it's providing a lot of nourishment to the folks out there in Guatemala. So I don't know if I'd suggest eating this every day, but you could. But anyway, wow, good. Thank you for the suggestion. Thank you for stopping by. And if you're not subscribed, please consider hitting that sub button, ring the notification bell, and thumb up the video if you like it. I hope you did. And Mother Nature, gotta love it. Anyway, I will see you on the next video. Cheers.